So today we were able to get a little bit more background information from the old homeowners who used to live here, the son of the builder of this. And it turns out that this area here was actually a sauna come bathroom area. So a multi-purpose room. So this, what we thought was a cistern, would actually been able to heat up the rocks, and that makes sense because that is vented out to the main stack there. So in an emergency, you could have used this for a bathroom, but it was also had some practical day-to-day use as the sauna area. We also found out that as you go down to the basement here, there's the purpose behind this zigzag pattern in the basement was because of the experience that Paulus had had in the war. He had actually had some first-hand experience with shrapnel. And with the flying shrapnel, he decided to design the basement, the bomb shelter entrance, in a zigzag pattern so that any flying shrapnel would not have done any damage to the occupants of the bomb shelter. We were also able to confirm that the air filtration system in here was set up as a manual air filtration system, so that would have been able to get air in here in the event that the power went out. They said that the reason that they had the second escape hatch was just in case a bomb had collapsed the house, that the second escape hatch back there would allow them to get out in the event that the house had been collapsed. You can now see a little bit of a better view of the well as well, down there. Another thing that we found out here, and you can see again where the old barracks used to be on the wall, was that there used to be an old Safeway grocery store that was in the back of the house, and the majority of the building materials that were used in the construction of the bomb shelter actually came from that old grocery store. When you start looking around here, you can see that a lot of this stuff looks like it was recycled materials, especially the flagstone out here on the patio area. We were told by the son that he spent 2 years. They took 14 dump truck loads of material from the demolition of the old Safeway grocery store, and he spent 2 years by hand chiseling off the old mortar off the old stones so that they could build the bomb shelter out of those old recycled materials. It's just amazing because this structure has not shifted one iota in over 50 years. I mean, I've seen tons of foundations that have moved and shifted. There's not one hairline crack, not movement at all in those bomb shelter walls. You can see old pieces that kind of, we initially saw them and we wondered what's the purpose of this. It seems a little bit out of place that you have this stone here, but it makes sense given that they were all recycled materials, that they were just using what they had. The dad was a farmer back in Latvia, and it was a Lutheran church here in Des Moines that brought the family over to Des Moines. His dad worked for the post office for a while. Mom worked dusting furniture in a furniture store. He talked about this pool here. One end would have been about 5 foot deep at the time. So more and more stuff. We've got to say thanks to our friends over at Iowa Public Radio for helping us vet out some of this stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to get you the rest of the story here sometime very soon.